Hello, everybody. My name is Dr. Neha Hamilton, and we are covering this topic called search engine optimization. Uh, we are now covering this topic of how do search engine rank websites. So we are covering this very important topic, which is related to search engine optimization, is Google algorithm. So we are understanding Google algorithm. We are understanding what are the different softwares which are part of Google algorithm. As I've told you earlier that Google algorithm has basically two parts. The first is called as core algorithm and the another one is called as peripheral algorithm. So core algorithm are basically those softwares which are involved in ranking the websites. Okay, and peripheral, softwares are those softwares which are not that important, but they are involved in ranking the particular website. So a lot of research has been done and there are more than 120 softwares which are actually involved in ranking the websites on Google. But because Google is a service provider company, so all of them are not they are not informing all the softwares exactly what they are using, but they have only disclosed the core algorithm so that a direction can be given to the people who are writing the programs or the website, or the people who are working on SEO, that these are the things which are in checklist. You should not do these things in your website to avoid coming your website at a lower rank, right? So without wasting any time, let us start with it. I think we have already covered Panda, right? So, what are search engines? Search engines, they actually use a mathematical formula and they decide the ranking of the website. Now, how do they decide the ranking of the website? There are lots of parameters on the basis of which ranking is being decided, right? What are these parameters? We are going to understand these parameters in detail. The first software that we have understood is Panda. You have to always remember the launch date. It was launched in February 24, 2011, right? And it is a software that basically worked on plagiarized content. So I think we have already covered this part, so I'm not covering this again. You just have to remember that whenever the word P for panda comes, then you have to associate with P for plagiarism, right? So this is how you can reconnect in your mind. So Panda gives actually a quality score to your website on the basis of quality of content. If most of the content in your website is copied, or you have just copied and pasted in your website, then the quality score given to you is very less, and that puts down your ranking and decreases your chances of coming on the first page of search engine result page in response to a particular keyword, right? So you have to be very focused, you have to be very alert on the kind of content your content writer is delivering you. If you are writing the content, you can take inspiration from 50 other contents, but whatever you write should be original. It should be written by you in your own language, right? If you copy down the language also, so Google has Panda, which is very sensitive towards copying some other contents, and this is actually a sin when it comes to writing a research paper or when it comes to writing a PhD thesis, right? A PhD thesis is something that you are writing on your own. That is your work. How can you copy it from somebody else, right? In the same way, if your website is not genuine, if it is not something that you have done it, then it becomes very difficult for your website to appear on a good rank or on the first page. Now, the second thing that we have understood is called as pigeon. Pigeon basically works on spammy and irrelevant links. So, what is Pigeon? Question number one. Pigeon is a part of Google core algorithm, right? What is Google core algorithm? Google core algorithm are the set of softwares that analyze the various websites which are available online and gives them ranking. Okay, so these, when I say group of softwares, so there are different softwares that work on different areas, right? For example, Panda was working on plagiarized or copied content. Penguin is working on spammy or irrelevant content. Link with over optimized, sorry, anchor text. So I've told you what is anchor text. Whenever you add hyperlinks in your page, the text which is written in the hyperlinks, that is called as anchor text. So when you interlink your pages, the text that you write should be ऑप्टिमाइज नॉट ओवर ऑप्टिमाइज। ओवर ऑप्टिमाइज माने एक ही पेज में हमने 5 लिंक दे रखे हैं, पांचों में सेम की सेम कीवर्ड्स यूज कर रखे हैं, तो उसको हम बोलेंगे ओवर ऑप्टिमाइज्ड। आप डिफरेंट डिफरेंट कीवर्ड्स भी यूज कर सकते हैं, या जरूरी नहीं है कि सारे हाइपरलिंक्स में ही कीवर्ड यूज करना है, ऐसा भी जरूरी नहीं। ठीक है, तो these things are very important. Whenever you are writing content for your website, you have to be beware of penguin. Hazards have already told you that the spammy or irrelevant content. Irrelevant content means, irrelevant link means you have linked your website to some website which is not even linked to your website. Linked means, for example, you are writing content on beauty and cosmetics and you are linked with a cricket page, right? You have given a hyperlink of a cricket page. So these two things are not related, right? But if you are writing an article on beauty and fitness and you have, connected your page to a herbal life page, so yes, that is somewhere connected. Beauty, Ayurvedic products, these things are related. So you can do that. Okay. So the thing that you have to remember is that Google Penguin's objective is to down rank the site. इसका मेन काम है कि उस वेबसाइट की रैंकिंग को कम करना, whose link it deems manipulative, जहाँ पे irrelevant links हैं, ओवर ऑप्टिमाइज्ड एंकर टेक्स्ट को प्रॉपरली कीवर्ड यूज नहीं किया गया है, ओवर यूज किया गया है, वहां पे पेंगुइन बेसिकली pulls down the ranking. Abhi, how to save yourself from Penguin website, right? So, how to adjust it? Monitor your link profile's growth and run regular audit with a backlink checker. So, backlink checker क्या होता है? एक ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म होता है। आई हैव शोन यू अ लॉट ऑफ प्लेटफॉर्म्स, spyfoo.com, googletrends.com, उसी तरह से एक बैकलिंक चेकर भी होता है, राइट? If you install backlink checker and you feed your URL in backlink checker, it is going to check and tell you that whether those links come from authoritative websites or not, whether those links are from good websites or not, because आपके कनेक्शंस जहां जहां पे होंगे उस पर डिपेंड करेगा कि आपकी रैंकिंग क्या है। अगर आपके कनेक्शंस कुछ डाउनग्रेडेड वेबसाइट्स के साथ हैं जिसमें स्पैमी लिंक्स हैं, अनडिजायरेबल एडवर्टीजमेंट्स है, तो आपका रैंक भी नीचे चला जाएगा। ठीक है ना? बिकॉज द काइंड ऑफ कनेक्शंस यू हैव decides what kind of person you are actually, right? The kind of friends you have, that that defines your personality, right? So that's why people say that, make your company good friends. The people who do not have bad habits, make them friends. Why do we tell them? Because it impacts your personality also. In the same way, a website is also being impacted by the kind of links it has been linked to. For example, if a website is linked to a government of India website, so government of India website, a centralized website, is a very high authoritative and trustworthy website. So definitely your rank is going to go up, right? So these are the things that you should keep in mind if you want to save yourself from Panda software. Now, the next thing that we have understood is hummingbird. जब भी hummingbird word आता है आपके दिमाग में, you have to connect it with semantic indexing. Semantic indexing यानी कि synonyms. Synonyms means same meaning words, right? द्विअर्थी शब्द उनको हम क्या बोलते हैं? Latent cement indexing. A word which has two same meanings, right? For example, you know the example of synonyms, right? So hummingbird, what it does is, for example, it is indexing for a particular keyword, right? For example, it says uh, Raksha Bandhan. For Raksha Bandhan, I have given you example also in last class that, for example, hummingbird is indexing for a particular keyword, say Raksha Bandhan. So Raksha Bandhan is a festival which is related to a brother and sister, which is going to come next week, right? So hummingbird is parallelly uh, going to also index for brother and sister festival in India, because they both have the same meanings. So the two index files are being made by Hummingbird because it basically works on indexing, है ना? It works on indexing the same meaning words. I have shown you example also. If I search for Raksha Bandhan, definitely I am going to get articles on Raksha Bandhan. But if I search on, festival related to uh, brother and sister, then also I am going to get results for Raksha Bandhan because of the Hummingbird software that is a part of core Google algorithm, right? So what is written? Hummingbird helps Google better interpret search queries and provide results that match searcher intent. While keywords continue to be important, Hummingbird make it possible for a page to rank for a query even if it doesn't contain the exact words the searcher entered. This is achieved with the help of natural language processing that relies on latent सिमेंटिक इंडेक्सिंग लेटेंट माने कि पैरेलल एक पेज इंडेक्स किया जाता है जो मेन पेज से मिलता जुलता हो, राइट? सो expand your keyword search and focus on concepts, not keywords. So the lesson that we have learned is that whatever you are writing, it is not very necessary to only use the keywords, but if you the meaning of the content is going towards the keyword, then also your page is going to be shown by the Google with the help of Hummingbird software. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to share my screen to show you how Hummingbird works, right? So I'm sharing the page, right? So I hope you can see my page. The keyword that I've used is Raksha Bandhan, and this is the kind of page that is coming in front of me, right? अब देख लेते हैं ऑर्गेनिक रैंकिंग में कौन टॉप कर रहा है. सो विकिपीडिया को तो छोड़ दो. यहाँ पे एक नवभारत टाइम्स का आर्टिकल, नो इंडिया डॉट इन एंड अमर उजाला डॉट कॉम का आर्टिकल है. वो जो है वो यहाँ पे टॉप कर रहा है ऑर्गेनिक रैंकिंग. अभी आई वांट टू चेंज the keywords. The meaning should be same, Raksha Bandhan. The meaning should be same, right? But for example, I'm not able to remember that word, or I'm not from India. I want to know what is that festival which is coming on 22nd of August, which is related to brother and sister. So I'm changing my keyword and I'm writing it down. Festival related to brother and sister on 22nd August. Right? See, Google has understood what I am asking for. कहीं भी रक्षाबंधन नहीं लिखा है मैंने अपने कीवर्ड में, पर उसको समझ में आ गया है कि मैं कहीं ना कहीं तो रक्षाबंधन के लिए ही सर्च कर रही हूँ. And you can see the articles, they are also coming, which they all are related to Raksha Bandhan, right? So this is the basic feature of Hummingbird software, that even if you do not use the exact keywords, you are going to get the exact answer that you would have got, right? If you have typed that particular keyword uh, on the search engine result page, right? And what are the lessons that websites have learned? The lessons that websites have learned is that the content should go towards the keyword. It is not necessary to use the keywords. Hummingbird is there to catch your web page, to catch your website. If your content is good, you are going to rank high on Google. Okay, so we have completed Hummingbird also. You have to remember in your mind that whenever the word Hummingbird comes, तो हमें क्या बोलना है? Latent semantic indexing, or it is related to synonyms. Now, the next software that we have to understand is Pigeon. When it was launched on July 24th, 2014 in US, and in rest of the country is it was launched in December 22nd, 2014. So launch date is something that you have to remember from MCQ point of view. Okay. Now, what are the hazards which are related to Pigeon? The hazards are poor on and off page search engine optimization, right? So, if your web page is not optimized on page and off page दोनों तरीके से ही optimize नहीं है तो pigeon affects those searches which the user's location play an important part. The update created closer ties between the local algorithm and the core algorithm. Invest effort into on page and off page optimization. तो पिजन का बेसिक काम क्या होता है ये समझिए कि if your page is not optimized properly for Google, on page भी आपने कुछ नहीं कर रखा है, ना आपके पास कंटेंट है, neither you have added title or headings or subheadings or image optimization and infographics and whatever we have studied in on page optimization, you have done absolutely nothing. No technical optimization, right? When we talk about off-page optimization, it is only about creating backlinks and creating an authority on the internet, creating a reputation on internet by connecting to reputed web pages. वो भी आपने नहीं कर रखा है, दोनों कुछ भी नहीं कर रखा है. Then Pigeon is going to pull your ranking down. That's why it is important to optimize your page according to search engine. Optimize means change your page or make your page more effective according to the needs of the search engine. उसको क्या चाहिए वैसा ही हम हमारा पेज बनाकर उसको देंगे, उसको हम बोलते हैं ऑप्टिमाइजेशन, राइट? सो पिजन जो एक एल्गोरिथम है दैट इज कनेक्टेड टू लोकल एल्गोरिथम ऑल्सो. लोकल एल्गोरिथम बोले तो you know whenever we search for nearest petrol pump or nearest restaurant or nearest anything near me, you are going to get a list of restaurants that are nearest to your places. That is only happening because of pigeon software. So you have online, you have a Google business directory, right? Even if you do not have a website, आपके पास इतना पैसा नहीं है, इतने रिसोर्सेज नहीं है कि आप वेबसाइट बना सको, तो आप गूगल बिजनेस डायरेक्टरी में जाकर अपना एक अकाउंट बना सकते हैं. उस अकाउंट में आपको एक पिक्चर देनी है. यू हैव टू गिव द नेम ऑफ योर बिजनेस, योर लोकेशन, योर ओपनिंग आवर्स और कुछ इन्फॉर्मेशन और आप देना चाहो तो आप दे सकते हो. उससे क्या होता है आपकी विजिबिलिटी आ जाती है. और आपका वेबसाइट नहीं है तो कोई बात नहीं, आपकी विजिबिलिटी ऑनलाइन गूगल पे शो हो जाती है. तो आई एम गोइंग टू शो यू हाउ पिजन वर्क्स. पिजन का बेसिक काम क्या है कि वो लोकल लोकल एल्गोरिथम के साथ क्लब करके आपको नियरेस्ट प्लेसेस शो करता है. दिस द फर्स्ट फंक्शन. एंड द सेकंड फंक्शन इज इट चेक्स your on page factors and off page factors. If your page is optimized for on page and off page also, it is well and good. Pigeon is not going to harm you. But if it is not optimized, if your page is having spammy links, overuse of advertisements, and content is not good, very thin content, plagiarized content, कुछ भी नहीं अच्छा है, then Pigeon is going to pull down your ranking. Okay, so I am going to show you how Pigeon works on Google search engine result page. So I hope this page is visible to you. Yes, this page is visible to you. So what are the keywords that I have entered? The keywords that I have entered is nearest restaurant, right? अभी देखो when I scroll down the page, whenever you type this word nearest on nearby, right? Then Google is going to show you the map because Google understands that you want to move from your current location to your nearest restaurant. So if you are searching it in your phone, you can easily open Google Maps and you can reach that particular location with the help of Google Maps, right? Now let's understand what does Google directory mean. आपको यहाँ पे स्टार्टिंग में एक लिस्ट दिखती है, ठीक है। यहाँ पे कोई वेबसाइट नहीं दे रखी है, यहाँ पे सिर्फ रेस्टोरेंट के नाम है, उनका रेटिंग है, उनका एड्रेस है, उनका ओपनिंग आवर है, डाइन इन टेक अवे क्या है अभी ऑपरेशनल कोरोना की वजह से, दैट ऑल्सो दे आर राइटिंग, राइट। सो दे आर वेरी करेक्ट दैट जल महल पैलेस इज नियरेस्ट टू माई प्लेस, हार्डली यहाँ से आधा किलोमीटर का डिस्टेंस है, ठीक है। तो दैट्स व्हाई दे आर शोइंग मी सिनेमा जल महल में, है ना। एंड इट इज क्लोज्ड एंड इट ओपन एट 7 PM टुनाइट, अभी उसके क्लोजिंग आवर्स से शाम को 7 बजे वो खुलेगा। देन वी हैव मार्बल आर्च ऑल्सो, वो भी जल महल के अंदर है, उसका भी दे रखा है। टिफ किचन कैफे दे रखा है। आप व्यू ऑल करोगे आपको एक लंबी चौड़ी लिस्ट दिख जाएगी। ये कौन सी लिस्ट दिख रही है? ये वो रेस्टोरेंट है जिन्होंने अपने आप को गूगल डायरेक्टरी के अंदर लिस्ट किया, right? Then only you are able to see these restaurants. It is very easy for you to click on any particular restaurant and tell Google to take you to that restaurant. So let me tell you that all these restaurants which are coming is within the perimeter of 2 to 4 kilometers maximum from my place, right? So in my phone they show how exactly I am far away from that place. वो भी दिखा देता है कि इतना है और इतने ट्रैफिक में आप आधे घंटे में पहुंचोगे या 5 मिनट में आप वहां पे पहुंचोगे. So these are the things that Google shows us, and this is only possible because of the Pigeon software, which is the part of Google algorithm. आप यहाँ पे I have just given you an example of restaurant. यू कैन चेंज इट ऑल्सो, आप कुछ भी टाइप कर सकते हो। नियरेस्ट शू स्टोर लिख दो, आप शू स्टोर लिखोगे, आपके घर के पास के सारे शॉप्स विच आर सेलिंग शूज दे विल बी विजिबल टू यू, राइट, along with their address, along with all the details. उसके बाद ऑर्गेनिक रैंकिंग आती है, ठीक है। So this is how Pigeon works. Now let's go back to the website. I hope you have understood the basic functioning of the Pigeon software. Okay, next. Next is called as mobile. Now mobile, as the name suggests, नाम से ही हमको पता चल जाता है that mobile is actually a algorithm which is only meant for mobile usage. If your website do not has a mobile version, then mobile is going to pull your ranking down, right? As I've already told you that whenever you make a website, you should always make a mobile friendly version either, or you should create a application, a mobile application that users can download from the Play Store. दो तरीके हैं, या तो आप अपनी वेबसाइट को ऑप्टिमाइज करो मोबाइल के हिसाब से, या आप उसके एक पैरेलल एंड्रॉइड स्टोर पे जाके एप्लीकेशन क्रिएट करो। आपकी इच्छा है, आप दोनों भी कर सकते हैं, दोनों में से कोई एक चीज भी कर सकते हैं। अगर नहीं किया है तो क्या होगा? अगर नहीं किया है, सो दैट योर रैंकिंग इज गोइंग टू कम डाउन, एंड हु इज गोइंग टू पुल योर रैंकिंग डाउन? मोबाइल इज द कोर गूगल एल्गोरिथम दैट इज गोइंग टू पुल योर रैंकिंग डाउन. One more important thing, it is only operational and functional if you are using it on mobile. अभी मैं लैपटॉप से I cannot show you how mobile works, right? But if you search something on your mobile, on you open Google and you search something on mobile, then Google always gives you an option that it has an app also. You download this app and you use this app on your mobile. This function is not visible on laptop or desktop. This function is only visible on your mobile. आप मोबाइल में गूगल खोलेंगे, गूगल में कुछ भी सर्च करेंगे, फॉर एग्जाम्पल आप सर्च करेंगे अमेजोन, सर्च कर लो, तो अमेजोन में गूगल इज गोइंग टू शो यू दैट अमेजोन हैज अ ऐप ऑल्सो, सो यू ओपन दिस ऐप सो दैट योर एक्सपीरियंस इज स्मूथ, right? So this is where mobile comes into play. Lack of a mobile version of the page or poor mobile usability. What is poor mobile usability? That means we are not comfortable in using that particular website on mobile phone. हम मोबाइल को ऐसे स्लैंड कर रहे हैं, सीधा कर रहे हैं, स्क्रोल लेफ्ट कर रहे हैं, स्क्रोल राइट कर रहे हैं, एक बार में पूरा पेज ही विजिबल नहीं है ना? तो दैट मीन्स द वेबसाइट इज नॉट optimized as per your mobile phone. So it is very important to optimize your website according to mobile. This is a on page optimization factor, and also mobile is officially part of Google's core algorithm, which is going to bring your ranking down if you do not optimize your web pages according to the mobile phones, right? Ab, if you are not able to optimize your web pages, then what is going to happen? I have already told you. Now, what is the solution for this? So the solution for this is that in programming, you have to create a separate window for mobile users, right? So whenever anybody opens that website, then they have to click on a particular link and the mobile version opens in mobile, right? Or create a parallel Android application that is easily downloadable. Give the link on the search engine result page itself. So from that link, subscriber can go to the Play Store and can download the application. Make sure that the application is free of cost, at least initially, so that the user is not hesitant to use it. डाउनलोड करने के साथ ही आप 200 रुपए मांग लोगे तो मे बी द यूजर इज हेजिटेंट टू गिव even 100 rupees. Okay, so this is the basic function of mobile. Next next part of Google algorithm, it is called as rank brain. So when was it launched? Rank brain was launched on 26th of October 2015. What are the hazards? Lack of query specific relevance features or shallow content. RankBrain is a part of Google's Hummingbird algorithm, and it is a machine learning system that helps Google understand the meaning behind the queries and serve best matching search results in response to those queries. So, if you type something specific in your query, right, then Google answers you that very quickly. In the first page, in the first half, you are going to get your answer with the help of rank brain. For example, when you add specific features in your question, specific features means next public holiday in August 2021. So I am being very specific. अगला public holiday इसी महीने में और इसी साल में. Then rank brain is going to give you the answer. आपको किसी वेबसाइट को क्लिक करने की भी जरूरत नहीं है. The answer will be visible to you on the first page of Google itself. I will tell you how it works. Okay. So I hope this page is visible to you. So I am changing the keywords and I'm typing exactly what I just said. Next public holiday in August 2020. ये देखो आंसर मिल गया मुझे यहीं पे फर्स्ट पेज के फर्स्ट कॉलम में. That 18th to 22nd August there is some Purnima. On 19th August there is Muharram. On 21st August there is some, and 22nd August there is Raksha, right? So मेरे को कहीं क्लिक करने की भी जरूरत नहीं है, but the search engine result page is giving me the answer on the first page itself. आपके क्वेश्चन अगर स्पेसिफिक होगा तो आंसर भी स्पेसिफिक होगा. ठीक है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल 2000 which Independence Day was celebrated in 2021. Answer will be 15th August Sunday, right? And it is the 75th Independence Day that we are celebrating, right? So you can get an answer on this. For example, if I write chief guest in Independence Day, Delhi 2021. So I will get the list of chief guests in 2018 में कौन था, 19 में कौन था, 20 में कौन था, और 21 में no chief guest due to COVID-19 pandemic. I got my answer in the first line of my answer of the search engine result page only. So there is no need for me to click to scroll down the page and go to some particular page और वहां जाके मैं कुछ ढूंढूं. मुझे everything to me is visible on the first page itself. ये कैसे possible हो पा रहा है? ये possible हो पा रहा है with the help of Rank Brain software. And what is Rank Brain software? Rank Brain software is a part of core Google algorithm that understands your query and gives you query specific answers. Next, next software that we are going to understand is called as POSM. Okay. One more thing I want to say is that I'm telling you again that make a table in your copy and then write the launch date, hazards, and how to adjust so that you don't get confused between all those things, and it is easy for you to remember all those things because these algorithms are very important, and these kind of questions can not only be asked in your exams but also in your interviews also. So let us talk about POSM. So what is the launch date of POSM? The launch date of POSM was 1st of September 2016. What are the hazards? Tense competition in your target location. The POSM update ensured that total results vary more depending on searcher's location. The closer you are to a business address, the more likely you are to see it among the local results, right? So POSM का काम होता है टारगेट लोकेशन स्पेसिफिक काम करना, राइट? फॉर एग्जांपल, if for example my home is in C scheme, I am sitting in C scheme and I am searching for some nearest restaurant, I'll get a different result. If I'm sitting in college, I'm sitting in Jagatpura. If I'm searching for nearest restaurant, I will get a different list on the basis of my location, right? Maybe in Jagatpura, competition is less as compared to the C scheme. Why? Because this is the main market, the main area of the city, and Jagatpura is sort of a outer area of a city. So, if you are a restaurant in C scheme, you have a lot of competitors as compared to if you are a restaurant in Jagatpura. So, who is the software who decides your ranking among the local people, among the local businesses? The name of that software is POSM, right? So, POSM decides that on the basis of your location, which is the best thing that can be offered to you on the basis of your location, on the basis of user's location, it is decided. Now, how to adjust it? Expand your keyword list, do location specific rank tracking, expand your key list मतलब आप सारे keywords के लिए अपने वेब पेज को ऑप्टिमाइज करो, नियरेस्ट चीपेस्ट रेस्टोरेंट के लिए भी करो, नियरेस्ट रेस्टोरेंट के लिए भी करो, गुड रेस्टोरेंट के लिए भी करो, ठीक है, बेस्ट रेस्टोरेंट के लिए भी करो. You optimize your page for all the keywords which are trending, right? And you have to keep on tracking the location specific checking. आप चेक करो कि सी स्कीम में आपका अभी क्या रैंक आ रहा है, क्या रैंक चल रहा है. Local businesses now need to be targeting more keywords than they used to due to volatility POSM brought into लोकल सर्च. वोलैटिलिटी मतलब क्या होता है? चेंजेस, बदलना, बार बार उसका बदलना. तो पोजम जो है वो अपडेट होता रहता है जैसे जैसे गूगल डायरेक्टरी में न्यू न्यू businesses are being added, your ranks keep on changing. If the person, even in Google directory there is a ranking, right? if you have given full information, some good pictures, if you have good rating, then your name is going to appear in the top. Otherwise, not. So, on the basis of rating, also FOSM decides that which can be the right answer for a particular query. Now, the next software that we are going to talk about is called as Fred software. After that, right. So we only have to consider one more software. This is the last one. This is called as Fred. So when it was launched, it is the latest software. It was launched in March 8, 2017. What are the hazards? Thin, affiliate heavy और ad centered content. अगर आपके कंटेंट में ads ही ads भरे पड़े हैं, then Fred is a software which is going to pull your ranking down. The latest of the Google's confirmed updates, Red targets websites that violate Google's webmaster guidelines. The majority of affected sites are blogs with low quality posts that appear to be created mostly for the purpose of generating ad revenue. Right? So if you have a big web page and half of the web page is loaded with advertisement because you want to generate revenue, what happens is that Fred is a software that is going to pull your ranking down if lot of ads, overcrowding of ads are there. Because if you are giving more space to ad, you are giving less space to content. As simple as that, right? So Fred is going to check affiliate heavy. Affiliate heavy means ad content. Affiliate marketing ये होती है कि आप दूसरे का प्रोडक्ट मार्केट कर रहे हो. Even if you are doing that, if even if you are adding 10 ads and only very less uh, if you are adding 10 ads and adding very less content, एक पैराग्राफ है, दो लाइन है, तीन लाइन है, that means the content is very thin and it is a ad rich content. So that's when Fred comes into play. Fred actually uh, filters the websites which are not uh, you know uh, filled with ads and which are heavily added ads because people want revenue. Their basic motive is to generate revenue, not to generate traffic on their website. So how to adjust now, how to get rid of this? Review Google search quality guidelines and watch out for thin content. If you show ads, make sure the pages they are found are on high quality and offer relevant and ample information. So Google search quality guidelines is called as a red book. So this book is released by Google. You can easily download it. Even everybody who is working on search engine optimization has this search quality guideline or red book. This book actually gives you limited information on what are the things that you should work on in your web page if you want to increase the ranking of your website. What are the things that you should avoid? What are the things that you should do in order to improve the organic ranking of a particular website, right? So Fred is basically working on that. Working on what? Checks the total number of ads your page has, whether those ads are of good quality or not, whether they are relevant or not. If they are relevant, it's okay. If they are more in number, it's not okay. If the content of ad is good, then it's okay. But if there are a lot of ads, then also it's not okay. So we have till now studied 8 softwares which are part of Google core algorithm. You always have to remember these 8 core algorithm softwares. You have to remember when it was launched. You have to remember what are the hazards, what are the, how it works, and how to adjust it. All these things you have to understand whenever you are reading this Google algorithm. So make a table in it with your copy, mark it from 1 to 8, write the name of the softwares and remember everything, right? because in MCQ it can come and it is good for you, beneficial for you whenever you are giving your job interviews also. Okay, so I think that's enough for today. In the next class, we are going to search, we are going to understand how meta search works. What are meta tags, meta search engines, right? So we are going to understand about meta search engines in the next class. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining. I'm ending the recording now.